Hi friends, welcome for this video where I am going to give you the details about mains crash course. Israel sir has already made a video giving you the outline about the mains crash course. So I am now going to give you the details of the mains crash course. So watch this video very carefully. It is of course a long video, but please watch it till the end so that you are very clear as to what you should be doing. But before that, I want to address, because mains crash course we have our own registrations from our academy and we also have outside people. So for the outside people, I'll come to the details, and for our people also registered, I'll come to the details in just 2 minutes. But before that, I want to address the candidates of Officers IAS Academy, both in Chennai as well as in Bangalore. So we have already put out the cutoff. We are expecting it to be 93 plus or minus 2, right? So, and for the general category, and of course other categories, like for example last year EWS was at 90 as against 98 of general category. So let's say if you're EWS, you take it as 85. Roughly, it may be 87 also, but somewhere around 85. Similarly, OBC, SC, ST, and differently abled, physically handicapped quota, right? So the PH category, so they also please look at it, maybe around 50-60 marks if you are scoring. Last year that was the cutoff for different categories. So just have this overall thing in mind about the cutoff. So if you are nearer to the cutoff, if you are above the cutoff, which we have predicted, or very close to the cutoff, let's say a general category you are scoring 91 or 92, as a OBC you are scoring 89 or 90. Similarly, right, as a SC, ST candidate, let's say you are scoring somewhere around 80, 81 or 78, 79, something like that. So if you are nearer to the cutoff, then please register for the mains crash course and continue with it. But for those of you who couldn't do the prelims well this time, don't lose your heart at all. Yes, so if not first attempt, second attempt, you will crack it and go. Third attempt, once you crack and go and you become an officer, you are an officer. It doesn't matter which attempt you cleared, and there is always the next chance, right? So please don't bother, take it in your stride and you will do well in the future, next year. But my only advice to them and suggestion to them is that if you are below the cutoff, considerably below the cutoff, right, then don't worry, strengthen your basics, but within 1 week of the prelims test result, prelims exam result, which will come, it's expected, let's say around November 5th or so, then by November 15th or so, we will have the Steeplechase program for our own candidates. It will be overall coordinated by Cherian sir. It will have both mains and prelims. So don't worry. So don't feel that you are missing out on the mains crash course, right? The Steeplechase program will have a design which will have mains tests as well as prelims test for the next 4 months, and only after January or February it will be full-fledged prelims test. So you will get the same inputs in the Steeplechase as well, right? So please, if you are not nearer to the cutoff, because otherwise you will start the mains crash course, then the results will come, then you will be left high and dry. So better to strengthen your basics now and go with Steeplechase. There will be a separate registration which will happen for Steeplechase. Please register for that and start from November 15th or so. Next 1 month you can strengthen your basics, and from November 15th onwards the Steeplechase program will also have mains tests and prelims test as a combination of both, so that you are getting strengthened in both the areas. So please do the Steeplechase for those of you who are away from the cutoff or expected cutoff, and for those of you who have scored more than the expected cutoff that we have said, or who are very near to it, you please register for mains crash course. If you have not already registered, please register for mains crash course. And for outside students who have joined us, welcome, and you would have registered anyways with your mail ID. The reason why I am saying please register is for 2 reasons. One is because as I told you, once you know that you are more than the expected cutoff or nearer to the cutoff, then only you register for this, otherwise wait for the steeplechase and register for that. And secondly, once you register, all future communication for the mains crash course will happen only through mails. It will not be put in ERP or it will not be put through WhatsApp broadcast group, because it is only for those students who have registered for the mains crash course, who are expecting to score at the cutoff range, right? And then it will be continued after the results also come for all of you who have cleared the prelims and who will be taking the mains, right? So, and for outsiders who have registered with us, who have joined us, anyways, the full mains crash course will continue. So now, that is why registration is compulsory, yeah? So please register for the mains crash course if you are nearer to the cutoff or above the cutoff. And check mails at least twice a day. People who have registered, once in the morning, once in the evening. Anyways, you have the test schedule and all already shared with you. So the tests will happen as per the schedule, the classes will happen as per the scheduled dates. But still, just check the mail once, so that if there is any communication, you should not miss out on that. So that is something which you should practice, number one. Number two, the classes. So I will first discuss about the classes and then I will discuss about the tests. So for classes, there are some classes which have already been conducted. When the lockdown was imposed and the prelims got postponed, there were some classes which we conducted, right? World history, ethics, how to write a case study. I took some classes on essays, disaster management, internal security. So many topics were covered. So the link of all those classes will be sent to everyone who has registered for the mains crash course one more time. You can view it, yeah? Just have a look at it and revise it once. Apart from this, these 20 classes which we have planned for the mains crash course, that will happen on the scheduled dates. It starts from Wednesday, which is day after tomorrow, October 14th, and then it will happen on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. You have 20 classes going up till now, end of November. You would have seen the schedule. So these classes will be held between 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. followed by doubt clearing sessions. So the main aim of these classes is that, as Israel sir had suggested, we are going to give you 400 important hit list topics. Yes, and out of those topics, all the important ones will be covered, will be discussed as part of this class. And there will also be notes which will be circulated. So for these 400 topics and for some more important topics, there will be notes which will be circulated. You will get it in two tranches. The first tranche primarily for static portion and for important current affairs which have happened in the recent past. The first set of portions, this will be given subject wise, like polity, environment, economy, disaster management, social issues, etc. So the first set of notes will be sent to you within the next 1 week or 10 days, and there will be one more additional notes for all these important topics. So let's say the first round you will get around 175 to 200 topics related notes, and then for the balance around 200 topics you will get it before end of November. But anyways, these topics will be, all the important topics will be covered in the classes, and the PPTs will also be circulated for you on that. And anyways, in the tests, the questions related to those topics will be asked. So you will continue to have the practice, but a full-fledged notes kind of thing, the copies which you can use for revision. First round will be sent within the next 1 week or 10 days. The second one will be sent by November end, so that you have 1 full month to revise it before your actual mains examination, right? So the PPTs after the class is over will also be sent by mail for the respective classes, whatever is completed. So that is the points with relate to classes that I want to tell you. Now coming to tests. So tests, guys, you have the schedule, and we have kept it as per the UPSC timings, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning, and I think 2 to 5 or 2:30 to 5:30, just check that, but whatever is the timing, 3 hours timing, right? So we will give you a model answer script. What do you mean by a model answer script? It will just give you the same kind of space, see, because in GS there are 10 mark questions and 10 15 mark questions. For 10 mark questions, 2 sides are given. For 15 mark questions, 3 sides are given in UPSC, right? For optional, similarly, for short note 2 sides are given, for 15 marks 3 sides are given, for 20 marks 4 sides are given. So we will prepare a model answer key, answer script, and that will be sent to you by Wednesday through a link, through a mail. There will be a link in that. So what will be the answer scripts, model answer scripts that will be sent along with this? You will have for GS warm-up test, because warm-up test is only 10 questions, isn't it? So out of these 5 will be 10 mark questions, 5 will be 15 mark questions. So we will format it accordingly, so that 5 questions 2 sides, 5 questions 3 sides. So there will be one GS warm-up test model answer script. There will be one GS full-fledged test model answer script, which will be for 20 questions, which will start after the first week of November. There will be one model answer script for optional subject, and there will be one model answer script for essay. Essay is nothing but 10 sides will be given. So now why I am saying use this model answer script is because it will have the borders similar to the UPSC paper, and you should, so all you need to do is take adequate printout of this, guys. It will be blank answer scripts in which you have to write, but take adequate printouts of them. So I am sending it to you, we are sending it to you on Wednesday itself. Your first test starts on Saturday. So take 4 copies of the warm-up test answer scripts, because you have 4 warm-up tests. Optional, you have totally 10 tests. So you can take 10 at one go, or whenever you are comfortable, you can just keep taking printouts near your house or in your house, wherever it is. So please write it only in this. Only people who write in this model answer scripts, those answers will be evaluated. Guys, the reason why we are saying this is because that is how you will practice like the real UPSC. Not in some A4 sheets that you write and scan it and send. That is number 1. Number 2, as I told you, the question paper for the GS test and the essay test will be uploaded in the same link through which we are sending this model answer script. So save that mail, right, or star mark that mail so that you can easily go and look at it. The same link in which the model answer scripts will be sent, starting from Saturday, just 5 minutes before the actual test, the question paper will be uploaded. For optional test, it will be sent through mail, because there are so many optional subjects, isn't it? So in one link we will not be able to upload all the question papers. So it will be attached as a Word document or PDF document and sent through mail to everyone. So you can open, it will be sent 10 minutes in advance. So you can open your respective optional subjects question paper and start writing. For GS and for essay, it will be anyways be uploaded in that link. So you can have a look at it and start writing your answers. That is number 2. Number 3, please write only for 3 hours. See, this is a lockdown phase. After the lockdown phase is lifted, and hopefully by November it should be done. We are hoping. I mean, whenever the government tells, the next day we will start. No problem. It's all, we are all coming to the academy. It's all completely sanitized. No issues at all. The day the government says that coaching institutes can open with social distancing norms, the next day the academy will start functioning. But let's hope that it happens by November, or at least latest by December. But you guys, please, till that time, and anyways, people who are going to do it only through online, anyways, you are not going to come and write in the academy even after it opens. But irrespective of that, all of you now, please ensure 1.5 hours means you should write only for 1.5 hours, because 10 questions, the warm-up test. 3 hours means essay, 1.5 hours, one topic means you should write only for 1.5 hours. Then full-fledged test and optional test, if it is for 3 hours, write only for 3 hours. Don't write for 5 minutes also more. Because guys, you are cheating yourself by doing that, because in the UPSC, they are going to pluck your answer sheets, right, at the end of 3 hours. So please write only for 3 hours, and in order to bring that discipline only, we will accept the scanned answer scripts which come only for 1 hour after the test is over. So if the test is between 9 and 10:30, the warm-up test, then before 11:30 you will have to scan and send it. If the test is between 9 and 12, full-fledged test, before 1 o'clock you should send it. Of course, there are days when we have both sessions test. That is also practice, because in the UPSC you will have both sessions test only all the days, isn't it? So except for essay. So 9 to 12, 2 to 5 or whatever, 2:30 to 5:30, whatever the time is, you take 1 hour after that for scanning both the answer scripts. Understand? So you don't have to have the stress of scanning it between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. before taking the afternoon test. So on those days alone, we will accept morning and evening answer scripts within 1 hour of the finish time. But for other days where you have only one test, please ensure that you write only for 3 hours. We actually wanted to keep it only for half an hour, but you know, technology, you'll have to scan it and then you'll have to upload, send it, mail it. So that is why we are saying maximum 1 hour, but write only for 3 hours. And we will evaluate only those answer scripts which we receive within 1 hour. And this is being done to ensure that you have the discipline of writing only for 3 hours and then scanning and sending it. And all these things, please note down this mail ID. It is mains 2020 at officers IAS-academy.com. Yeah, I repeat, MAINS, mains 2020 at officersiasacademy.com. So please mail your answer scripts to this. It will be evaluated maximum within 1 week. The answer scripts along with the detailed feedback will be given to you. Once your prelims results are out and people who are going to write the mains, and of course who will be writing the mains. So for them, the faculty members like me, I will be giving feedback for essay, I will be giving feedback for GS paper 2, Chayan sir will be giving for GS paper 3, Guna and Velmurugan will be giving for GS paper 1, ethics paper, Israel sir will be giving. So there will be time slots which will be fixed with you for people who are going to write the mains after the prelims results are out. For them, individual feedback, right, will be given, right, by allocating time. And again, for outside people, anyways, you will be completing the entire mains crash course in the same format because you have joined us from outside, so we will fulfill it. Of course, for many of you from our academy or some of you from our academy who have registered for the mains crash course but who unfortunately cannot clear the prelims, don't lose your heart at that point of time, then you can shift to the steeplechase. But hope that all of you will be registering for the mains crash course, because you know whether you are above or very close to the cutoff. Then let's hope the cutoff is at the lower end of that 93 minus 2, right, and accordingly for other categories. Then you will continue with the mains crash course, otherwise you can shift to steeplechase, right, but that is something which we can look at after the prelims results come. Yeah, so guys, is that clear? And for every subtopic, we have already given notes as part of our academy. Important topics we are giving notes, but for every subtopic in the main syllabus, see whether you will be able to write 100 or 150 words for every subtopic. That is the key, isn't it? Be it optional, be it general studies. For every subtopic, you should be able to write 200 words. If you are able to write it, because the questions are going to be asked for either 150 words or 250 words. If you are able to write for 200 words for every subtopic, then you can compress it to 150 or extend it to 225 or 250 words, isn't it? So please have that in mind. And tests are anyways there, but every day write at least 2 or 3 questions or even up to 5 questions. 5 questions, 10 minutes is only 50 minutes, 1 hour for writing practice. Guys, it is ultimately how you write in the exam that matters. So take 2019 question paper, take 2018 question paper, take 2017 question paper. Take 2 questions from polity, 2 questions from economy, 2 questions from geography, write it. The next day, take 2 questions from social issues, take 2 questions from history, write it. Every day practice for 1 hour answer writing, and the tests anyways as per the syllabus, it will be conducted. So I hope I have clarified in detail what is to be done. So we have discussed about classes, we have discussed about the tests. I have told you the mail ID also to which you should send all your answer scripts and all that, and from this mail ID only in future the communications will also be sent to you. People who are more than the expected cutoff of 93 plus or minus 2, and similarly for other categories you can calculate it yourself. People who are expected to score more than that cutoff or very near to that cutoff, please register for the mains crash course. The rest of the candidates, as I told you, please wait for the steeplechase, strengthen your basics, both Chennai and Bangalore candidates, and steeplechase will also give you full-fledged training for both mains and prelims. And don't lose heart. This is a one exam. When you crack it, all your effort is worth it. Yeah, and for those of you who are registering for mains crash course, all the best. and please do register without fail. Our own candidates and outsiders who have joined us, welcome, and please follow this till the mains crash course gets over. Thank you.